Welcome to Experience UGA's Volunteer Orientation presentation. We appreciate your interest in volunteering with Experience UGA. Before viewing this training, be sure to view the previous Experience UGA informational video. In this video, we will review important guidelines you need to know before volunteering for one of our trips. What is Experience UGA and what do we do? Experience UGA is a program based in the Office of Service Learning that partners with the Clark County School District. This program strives to bring every single Clark County School District student to UGA's campus in the hopes of increasing their exposure to higher education and variety of career opportunities. These trips occur at various colleges across campus, which allows CCSD students to participate in hands-on, curricular-based learning activities. As a UGA student, you can volunteer in a variety of roles. Depending on the trip, volunteers help facilitate activities, lead groups, assist with lunch, and spend time with the Clark County students. It's a wonderful opportunity to get involved with the community and learn more about the Clark County School District. What do we expect from our volunteers? We have high expectations for our volunteers. We host over 100 trips throughout the year, and this could not happen without you. These are our expectations when working on our trips. Review trip materials and arrive at the assigned time for the start of your shift. Prior to showing up to your shift, be sure to review any trip materials posted online. It is important that you arrive on time for your shift to keep on schedule with our trip and to ensure the safety of our Clark County students. At all times, be respectful to your peers as well as the Clark County students while volunteering on the trip. We want the Clark County students to have a positive experience and expect our volunteers to show the behavior that we also expect of the Clark County students. Do not attempt to discipline a student. Defer all disciplinary and behavioral issues to a teacher or chaperone. As a volunteer, it is reasonable to make appropriate requests to facilitate your activities and engage with students. However, students are still in the care of their teachers and chaperones while on these trips. Any disciplinary actions will be handled by them. Do not separate a student from the group at any time. If a student needs to utilize the restroom or has another need, see a teacher or chaperone from their school to assist them. We want to ensure the safety of the students while on our campus. Keeping the students together will ensure that process. It is the responsibility of the teacher to address any individual needs of the students on the trips. Do not have one-to-one contact with the student. For the protection of the students and our volunteers, follow the 2 deep policy. Always have 2 adults to 1 child at all times. Do not contact the student outside of the trip. Do not give out your phone number or email address to a student, nor accept his or her phone number. We understand that you may see the students outside of the trips in public. However, seeking out communication between both parties is considered inappropriate. Do not bring any food or drink to eat in front of the students. We want to keep the Clark County students focused and engaged on the activities. Snacks can serve as a distraction, especially to the younger students. We expect our volunteers to show the same level of engagement that is expected of the Clark County students. Do not take photographs or videos of any of the students. To ensure the safety of the Clark County students in all aspects, it is important to understand that the student may not have a signed media release form for various reasons. Therefore, we ask that volunteers refrain from taking and/or distributing pictures and videos of the students. Experience UGA has a media team who is responsible for the photos being taken. If you are concerned about the well-being of a child or if a child is injured, notify and direct them to a teacher or chaperone immediately. Do not take it upon yourself to question or disclose your concerns with the child. If a student is injured, do not take it upon yourself to handle injuries. Direct them to a teacher who will help the student. There will always be a first aid kit on site. Report any non-discrimination and anti-harassment policy violations as well as any suspicions/reports of child abuse to a TRIP staff member. If you feel that there may have been a violation of the non-discrimination and anti-harassment policy during a trip, or you suspect or hear a report of child abuse from a student, tell a TRIP staff member and they will report it as necessary. Do not leave before all students are safely on their buses. If you are a volunteer for the end of the trip, it is important to remain at the trip until all students are safely on their buses and returning to school. If there are any time conflicts with a volunteer shift, please let an experienced UGA staff member know beforehand to allow the arrangements to be made to ensure all students return to their buses safely. We post all of our volunteer opportunities on Engage, formerly GivePost, an online community engagement platform. You can use your MyID to make an account. Here you can see the home page of Engage. To find our events, you will go to subgroups and find Experience UGA. Once at our page, you will see information about our program and volunteer opportunities. You can join the group to get updates about new postings. From here, you can start signing up to volunteer. Thank you for taking the time to review our guidelines for volunteering with students. After this video, there is a quiz on the information presented. Once you complete the quiz with 100%, you will be able to volunteer with our trips. Until then, follow us on our social media accounts for updates on our program or contact us with any questions. We look forward to seeing you volunteer with us soon.